Well, we finally made it to Friday, everyone. I'm News 8 meteorologist Ashley Baylor in the News 8 Now Stream Center. Oh, man, we are really on the countdown to Christmas here. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people still out this weekend doing that last-minute shopping. I will say I've gotten most of my gifts, but I always drag my heels on stocking stuffers. It is always the last thing I do. Sometimes I may even wait till the night before. It is just not my most favorite thing to do. Maybe for some folks it's the easiest thing to do is the stocking stuffers, but for me, sometimes I find it to be the most difficult one, especially when it comes to my husband. My daughter, it's a little bit easier. My husband, oh, you never know what to buy for him. But anyway, if you're going to be out this weekend, I will tell you, we have a bitter blast on the way. But in the meantime, things are looking a little bit festive outside. We have been tracking some light to moderate snow falling across the state. Right now, you can still see there are some light snow showers. Most of the moderate snowfall has kind of moved away. This is enough to put, that little sugar coating on the ground up in the higher elevations, maybe closer to a half inch, upwards of an inch there. Nothing to write home about, but, with some of the snow moving through and people want to get on the roads, get to their holiday destination early, or just trying to get home from work or school. Yeah, this could make it slick in some spots. Catherine Hauser and I were out just about, what time is it, 3 o'clock? We were out about an hour ago, and the roads are perfectly fine down here also in East Haven where we went. So I really think it just depends on where you are, but just know that, in some spots it may get a little bit slick, especially if you're heading up towards Massachusetts or even into parts of Rhode Island where that snow is continuing to come down at a bit of a heavier clip. Now, these folks thrilled with the fact that we had a little bit of snow. Look at this. I know they're working so hard to keep that snow on the ground. Most of that is man-made, but you can faintly see where some of that snow fell, kind of where you see that little bit of grass poking through. So they got some, again, minor accumulations, a little bit of a sugar coating at Mount Southington. But, our ski resorts are certainly desperate for any help courtesy of Mother Nature. It is 32 degrees right now in the capital city. We're at 29 in Waterbury, 37 in New Haven. It's 34 degrees in New London. Here's a look at our hour by hour, where the majority of the snow is going to be wrapping up close to dinner time. As we go through the overnight hours, we'll have cloudy skies. There could be some passing snow showers, especially around daybreak. Nothing to write home about there. Most of Saturday is going to be dry, and we will have partly sunny skies. So even though, yes, there will be some breaks of sunshine tomorrow, it still looks like the clouds will have a little bit of an upper hand. Temperature-wise, we're going to see highs in the low to mid-30s. It's kind of where we are today. But then by the time we get into Sunday and Monday, that's when the much colder air is going to sneak in here. So almost enjoy the fact that today we're in the 30s. Enjoy the fact that tomorrow will be in the 30s, because not many places will make it out of the 20s for Sunday or Monday. So tonight, with cloudy skies, there will be some snow showers as we head towards daybreak, with temperatures dipping into the mid and upper 20s. Tomorrow, some early snow showers, but otherwise partly sunny with highs in the low to mid 30s. Now, looking at your 8-day shoreline forecast, at the shoreline alone, we're going to start in the teens Sunday morning. We're only going to top out in the 20s, but that's without factoring in the wind. When you factor in that wind, we're going to be waking up to wind chills in the single digits, if not a few degrees below zero on Sunday. Same for Monday. Look at Monday. It's going to be an even colder start with temperatures in the single digits, even at the shoreline. Farther inland, oh yeah, you can expect those single digits. And again, in some places, just with the slightest wind, it will feel below zero. So highs only in the 20s for Sunday and Monday. We inch our way back into the 30s on Christmas Eve. Now, Christmas Eve will also look a little bit festive because we are going to see some snow showers there. So, of course, the question is, are we going to see a white Christmas? Well, by definition, a white Christmas has to be at least an inch of snow on the ground by Christmas morning. Now, at this point, would I be overly optimistic for an inch of snow on the ground all across Connecticut by Christmas morning? Not really. I wish I had a little more optimism for that if that's what you're looking for, but I wouldn't guarantee it at this point. Now, some places, depending on how Tuesday shapes up, well, some places may end up with an inch of snow, but it's a little bit of a wait-and-see situation. Let's sip on that forecast through the weekend, and we'll kind of fine-tune it. But by the time we get to Christmas Day, we're looking at lots of sunshine. It's going to be a merry and bright day, if you will, with temperatures in the seasonal upper 30s, low 40s. Upper 30s to low 40s is where we should be for this time of year. And we're pretty much going to stay there through the rest of next week. So if you're lucky enough to have next week off, yeah, I know it doesn't start exactly comfortable, but it will end very nicely. Now, you probably also noticed on the headline here, I posed another question. Let me pull up this photo right here. Now, I asked this question on Facebook on December 6th. I'm actually looking down at it here. I put it on Facebook and I also put it on X. I was watching I think I was watching the second Home Alone with my daughter. And it made me think, I wonder what people think the better traps are. Were the better home traps in the original Home Alone, or were the traps better in the second Home Alone? So I asked this a few days ago. So I did put out a poll on this on Instagram as well. Majority did say they thought the original Home Alone traps were better. And most of the reasoning is because they were so iconic. It was the first time we had seen something like that. So most people say the first one. Although there are a few people saying the first and the second, both of them are classics because they were somewhat different. You know, I oddly don't have an overwhelming opinion on this. I feel like I should. I don't. I love both Home Alone movies. I thought the traps in the first one were, iconic in their own way, a little bit of a trendsetter in their own way, but I enjoyed the ones that were in New York as well. I remember seeing Home Alone 2 in the theaters with my mom, and when Kevin started throwing the bricks off the building and hit Marv in the face, I've never, still to this day, have seen my mom laugh so hard. So that's a nice little core memory for me, was sitting in the theater with her and her laughing hysterically at Marv being pelted in the face with bricks. And then she used to try and imitate it when Marv was on the ground and went, like, she still loses it, I think, to this day when she sees that part. So, I mean, post on Facebook if you want to, or on YouTube. We would love to hear from you. Not only which movie had the better traps, but do you have a trap that was specifically your favorite? I do love the bricks. I'm trying to think if any other trap was my favorite. I do think every time when Harry touched the hot knob, that was pretty funny. That was a good one. I'm trying to think if there were any others that just stood out to me. I mean, both movies are absolutely fantastic. I do think it kind of dropped off for Home Alone 3 and 4. I haven't seen the fourth, but Home Alone 3, I was like, this just doesn't do it for me. It's just not the same. We should have stopped at Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. But anyway, thanks for joining us here. I hope everybody has a fantastic holiday. I may be on here sporadically heading into next week because we have a lot of people that are off next week. So we're kind of more in a skeleton crew. We're kind of filling in the gaps here. So if I do have a chance to be on next week, I will be here with you. Otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic holiday, whether you're celebrating Christmas, whether you're celebrating Hanukkah, whether you're celebrating Kwanzaa, whatever it may be. I just hope it is a nice, relaxing holiday for you. Of course, we always keep it light. We keep it moving here. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Bye.